Alright, ladies and gents, so here we got the first series for our engine mods right here. So as I was saying last time, I was planning on putting on the ECU, the wideband, filter, the intake, and then that coupling with the manifold throttle body on this sucker, and then tuning it, having it do its thing, and seeing kind of the power difference so that I could, you know, kind of gradually see what each one of these mods would have done rather than just going full-blown and putting everything that I have over there on. But then I got to thinking, especially after I saw this the other day, I opened it up and I hadn't opened it up, is how much, well, I wouldn't really know how much material is missing out of here since I haven't seen an original one or a stock one on here, but it's matched to the throttle body. So here, I'll show you guys real quick. And so this combo is supposed to be for the race head, hence the bigger throttle body. And like I was saying in the last video, there's only one place for the throttle to hook onto that sucker. So yeah, I'm gonna start taking this thing apart and see, because if that's the case, and if that race head, or if the stock head is gonna constrict this too much, then there's basically no point in me just not throwing on the race head on there and the big bore and everything else that we have for the injector, yada yada yada. So I guess we're gonna learn together, and I'll kind of update you guys as I'm taking this thing apart and see what I find out, in case one of you guys down the road, you know, finds a race head and then you don't have, you know, the bigger one manifold to go with it. You're gonna end up running into the same issue that I did, even though I mean, I wouldn't call it an issue for myself since I've got everything that goes along with that. But yeah, we're just gonna find out. Maybe if you guys have the means, you can get it ported or something. So that way there isn't that restriction right there in that opening. So yeah, let's get to it and start taking this sucker apart. Oh no, so my fear came true. Just kidding. This is just gonna turn into you know what, I'll just upload this, let you guys know, and that way get a video out there, show a little update, show you guys what's in store, since now we're gonna have to install everything. I'm trying to get this to stand up real quick. It's not gonna work. So remember I was telling you guys that it wasn't gonna fit, or that, not that it wasn't gonna fit, but just the constriction was gonna be too big. So there you got the side that she's breathing out of, or in through. And then here you got the inlet portion going into the cylinder. Oh, ooh. So you can see the size difference there, huh? And remember in the beginning of the video I was saying that that might be too big and it looked like it was ground? So I'll just show you guys over here. Here's the race head. And so as you can see, it's obviously been ported real gooder for that new head. And here's the stock one. So as you can see, this is just not gonna work out. Oh, I should have grabbed the other one. Uno momento. So okay. So as you can see, here's a stock one for a good comparison. Oopsie, yeah, that's not gonna work. It's gonna be way too constricting for that sucker, so looks like we're just gonna have to go balls to the wall and just send it with everything else that I got. So as you guys saw right here, we got the race head from none other. CJR got lucky and was able to get that before he stopped selling those suckers. I'm guessing he did catch up on orders and stuff, so hopefully brings it back. For any of you guys that may want it, or if you run into it, like I said, now you know what you might run into. That's the stage 2 race head. So if you get the stage 2 race head, it's definitely going to be ported for that bigger throttle body and manifold. So just FYI, should say it on the website though, but anyways, yeah, there's a big bore kit. We got our cam, rocker set, it's aluminum, and then we've got our high compression. I think it's, oh yeah, I think I read that these are high compression piston kits that come with the big bore kit. Gaskets, bigger injector, some titanium bolts for this head, and then we got the on steroids oil pump set that we'll have to do some modding to the head to get that to fit. And then last but not least, we got a clutch. Oh, speaking of which, now that we got to do this, I should sacrifice a little bit of oil and start soaking these plates so we can get this installed in there too. Oh boy. Well, now you guys know. A little update for you guys. So next time you probably see me upload, all this stuff is gonna be going on, so it should be fun. I'll let you guys know if I run into anything else. A little update on the Lux brake pedal. So one thing I didn't say in that other video was you won't be able to use your Kickstarter because as you kick it, she's gonna hit right here, so just be aware of that. And then also installed another part while you guys were watching. Was this right here, the brake adjuster. Factory mini bike finally got in stock and I ordered that sucker up real quick. And then I did get that I wonder if you can even see it. You might be able to. You can see the +1 on there. And what else was I gonna this right here, I guess. Yeah, the exhaust. Remember in the previous videos I was saying that it was hitting, so rode the bike, oopsie, rode the bike, and as you can see, no melting, no nothing. Is there? No. Had to do a little wiggle around the light to see if there's anything on there, but no, as soon as I put this other bolt on, one that the bike came missing with, bolted up perfectly, kind of sucked the exhaust in there, and it was perfectly fine. So now she clears. I'm still probably gonna wrap this stuff in that gold stuff just in case. Took it out to Lake Elsinore. Didn't go all too crazy out there, just in case, since all this stuff, since I put it on, it was his first debut at the track, and let me tell you, it feels like a completely different bike, which it should, obviously. It handles everything like a dream. Suspension 100 times better. It's funny, look at speaking of suspension, yee, look at that little thing. Yeah, really happy with how the build's coming out so far, so this should be interesting. Going this big of a jump in horsepower. They say, what was it? I think it was just, so it was a throttle body manifold, but smaller sizes. And their big bore kit, I'm not sure if they were running an aftermarket air filter with the stock airbox or not in that dyno graph. And then the cam, and that was it. Was putting out like, I want to say 12 horsepower or so. But that was also, and then I guess, again, I'm not sure if that, actually no, it was just a reflash. It was just a reflash ECU. So this, in theory, should give it some more horsepower, better fine tuning. And like I said, that was putting out like 12 horsepower-ish. So that being a lot bigger, it being able to breathe a lot better through that pod filter, might gain, you know, an extra horsepower, maybe 2. So yeah, that should be fun. Putting us at like 13, maybe 14, I don't know. This should be fun. Also, the exhaust that he was using on there was a Yoshi's, and this is supposed to be the big bore one. So again, dyno on this showed that it was putting out more horsepower, and that was just the regular version, not the big bore version of the rocket exhaust. And this was all on CGR's, I think it was on their Facebook or something, that you guys could look this up as well. So we should be able to squeeze out, you know, a bit of horsepower here and there, a little more than what those dyno graphs were saying. So hell yeah, should be fun. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay fresh.